Hi everyone, I'm Srishti Aren for the paper quilling class today, and I'll be starting in a few minutes. Let's just everybody join and I'll be starting then. So let's wait for everybody to come, and I hope as you all may already know that we have this earring making class today. So I'll be taking care of you all so that you can just complete your work with me in the class itself, and so that nobody is left behind in doing this. So I'll go through the material meanwhile people are joining. So I'll just go through all the material that we need for this class. So we will need some quiller, a normal paper quilling quiller that you already know is a very basic material for paper quilling. Other than that, we will need a scissor, of course, and we will need some paper stripes, paper quilling stripes. So you can use any color of paper quilling stripe as you want, because there's not going to be any compulsion for that. I'm going to tell you the basic technique of how to make the earrings and how to set up the lock and things like that. So that what happens is, when you know how to do it, you can do your own things, you can do your own creations, and your own imagination can be used to make different items. So we will now be starting up, and we will be starting to make our paper quilling earrings. So I hope all of you are ready, and just 2 more minutes. I'll wait for some people to join, and then we'll be starting up with our class. I'll repeat what I've said, that I'll be going through the hello Nandini, and I'll just repeat what I was saying, that we will be making the earrings today. There's no color specification that you have to follow. You can make earrings in any color of your choice. I'll be also making very colorful, nice, trendy kind of earrings, and for all of you, you can use any color of your choice. There's no compulsion for that, and I'll be telling you various ways of how you can do the earring making, and I'll be taking care of telling you the basic technique so that all of you know how to do the basic work for the quilling make. So these are the paper quilling stripes that I'm gonna use. As I've already told you, you can use any color. There's no compulsion on that. So I hope everybody is clear with that. And I will now be starting up with the basic format, with the basic thing. So as I was saying, we are going to do the dome making first. So what happens is, when we start up with the quilling earrings, the very famous and basic design is the quilling jhumkas. And for that, we need to have a dome kind of a structure so that we can start up with our jhumkas. So first of all, what we are going to do is, I am going to take some paper stripes, and when I say some paper stripes, I am going to take approximately 4 to 5 paper stripes. You can use any color of your choice. As you can see, I am taking a nice light peach shade here. You can also take any color that you want. So here is my peach color paper stripes that I am going to use. So as I am going to use it, I am going to start making the dome with you. The dome is going to be the very basic element of our paper quilling. You need to make sure that your dome making is perfect, so that there is nothing that is not nice in your earrings, because the dome is going to be the very basic and the very special part of a paper quilling. So it is really important that the shape and the size of the dome is very nice. So I'll be sharing a few tricks with you all, so that your dome is very smooth, because the smoothness of the dome is also very important. So first of all, what we have done is, we have taken 4 to 5 paper stripes of any color of choice. I have taken a nice light peach shade here. You can take any color of your choice. Next up, what we are going to do is, we are going to paste its ends, and we are going to make it in one stripe which is big. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to paste 4 stripes side by side like this. As you can see, I am pasting the stripes with one another, so that we get one nice long paper stripe. So here I am pasting 4 stripes. If you want, you can paste more than that. That is not going to be a problem at all. You can use 5 stripes also, 6 stripe also. So the 4 stripes are going to give us a very medium sized dome. It is not going to be very big, it is not going to be very small. So this is going to give us a medium sized domes. Other than that, you can use any number of stripes. The more stripes you use, the bigger your dome is going to be, and the more area it is going to cover. So as you can see, I have joined 4 stripes of peach shade here, so that my one big paper stripe is ready. Now the next part in dome making is going to be to make the tight coil. So what I am going to do is, I would want all of you to pay some attention here. In case anybody has any doubts, you can write it down and I will be taking all the questions and queries. So as I was saying, what is the next thing that we have to do is, I'll take the stripe and I'll insert its end into my quiller like this. As you can see, I have inserted the end of my stripe into the quiller like this, and I'm going to make a roll of it, right? As you can see, I am rolling it out like this, so that all the 4 stripes that I have pasted to make one big stripe is now getting converted into a big coil. I hope all of you are doing it along with me. In case somebody is not able to understand anything, or in case anybody is facing any problem, you can ask me. And I'll be taking up all the questions and the queries, and I'll try my best to explain it to you. So as you can see, I have joined 4 paper stripes, and now I am making a roll of it. And this is what I have made is known as a tight coil. Alright, this is the tight coil that I was talking about, and this is something that we need to make as the basic element of our dome or the earring. So after this tight coil is done, what you need to do is, you need to just paste the end. As you can see, I am applying some Fevicol here and I am pasting its end, so that as you can see, my nice tight coil is ready. So this is one tight coil, which is the very basic element of the earring making. So because as we all know, earring is one thing that is always worn in pairs. So we are going to make one more dome here. So again, I am taking 4 stripes of the same color, the peach shade, light peach shade, and I am going to again paste them one by one, so that I get one long stripe. I have these 4 peach color stripes here, and I'm going to paste them alongside, so that I get one big stripe. So as you can see, I am now pasting the ends, so that I get one big stripe, which is made by joining 4 stripes of peach color. I would repeat that in case you want to add more stripes, you can add more stripes. That is not going to be any problem. In case you want to make a smaller circle, you can add less stripes. That is also not going to be any problem. So as you can see, I have now pasted 4 stripes and my one big stripe is ready. Again, I'm going to repeat the process. I'm going to start making the roll. I have inserted my stripe into my quiller like this, and I will start rolling it like this. As you can see, I am rolling it, so that I get one more big nice tight coil, so that I can create the dome like structures here. So I am just coiling it around, so that I make a nice tight coil like the first one, because we need 2 for our earring making. As you can see, now 2 of our coils are ready. These are the 2 coils that we have made, and both of them are ready here. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to paste the end here also, so that all of the work is pasted nicely and our 2 coils are ready. So as you can see, now both the coils are ready. We have 2 coils. which are there for the earring making. And as I've already said, that earring is one thing that is always made in pairs, so that is why we have made 2 tight coils. Now for the next part, what we are going to do is we are going to open these coils. Now it can be a very tricky thing also if your technique is not correct, because if your technique is going to be wrong, then you are going to end up this entire thing that you have made. So it is very important that you just complete everything and then do it very nicely. So what you have to do is you have to just hold this coil in your hands, and now we have to open it. So we first hold this coil between our fingers and our thumb like this, and then we have to apply some pressure from the bottom using our thumb and open this coil like this. As you can see, I am opening it very slowly and softly so that my coil is not ruined. In case you will be very fast with it, you will not be gentle with it, the coil is going to open up a lot and it is not going to look nice. As you can see, this is a perfect dome shape that we need for our earrings. Okay, this is the perfect shape of a dome that we need for our earring making. Now next up, what we will do is we will repeat the process with our next coil, and we will apply some pressure at the bottom and start opening it like this, so that our second dome shape is also ready like this. So as you can see, our 2 dome shapes, which are very similar, are ready. Now what we have to do is we have to make sure that we do not ruin them. For that, what we will do is we will take the domes and fill them with Fevicol from inside. As you can see, I am filling them up with Fevicol from inside like this. You can use your fingers also to apply the Fevicol, or you can use your the bottle, Fevicol bottle. You can use paint brushes also. You can easily use anything of your choice to make the coils and to apply the Fevicol. Now I will apply the Fevicol in second one also. As you can see, I am using this Fevicol, Fevicric, Fevicol that I have to apply the Fevicol inside the dome shapes like this. So this is what you have to do. This is how you have to fill it with Fevicol completely, so that your dome shapes are perfectly pasted and kept aside. So once you have filled your both the shapes with Fevicol, what you have to do is you have to keep them aside so that they are resting and they are getting pasted very properly. Now what we have to do next is we have to create the upper part. See, the structure of our earring is going to be like this. Is going to be the bottom part of the earring, and for the topmost part we are going to use another thing. So for that, what we will do is we will take another color. Let's add colors to it now, because if it is going to be one color, then it always going to be very monotonous. So to add another color, again, it can be any color of your choice. Whatever combination you think is going to suit the entire piece, you can use that combination. Again, no restrictions on that. So I think I am going to go with a little darker shade here, so that my entire piece looks nice. So I am going to take this dark brown shade that I have to create the upper part of my earrings. Alright, so I am going to take 2-3 stripes of my dark brown color. This is the dark brown color that I am going to use, and I am going to start making the upper part of our earring. For that, what I am going to do is, first of all, I am keeping these domes aside so that they can get dried properly. And now we will move on to the next part. For the next part, what we have to do is, we have to take a stripe and fold it in half and once more in half, so that we have folded it twice and we have 1/4 of a coil. As you can see, this is 1/4 of a coil. We will now cut it and we will have small pieces of stripes like this. So as you can see, I'll repeat the process. What I have done is I've taken my paper quilling stripe, folded it in half once and then once again, so that this is 1/4. I will now use a scissor to cut it so that we get a very small size of paper quilling stripes. Next up, I hope you all were there in my last class where I taught you what a teardrop shape is. In case you were not, it's okay because I'm going to teach you again. What we are going to do is, we are going to take one coil, one stripe, and we are going to put it in our quiller and roll it like this so that we get a tight coil. We will open it like this and then we will simply pinch it to make a petal kind of a structure, which is also called the teardrop shape. As I've already told you in the last class that this shape is called the teardrop shape. So this is the shape that we have to create for our earring making, and we are going to make at least 10 of these shapes. So meanwhile I am also making it. I want all of you to start doing it. I am also making 10 small teardrop shapes because we are going to need 5 of each of them for our earring. So we are going to make at least 10 teardrop shapes so that we can assemble them very nicely and we can create some beautiful earring pieces. So 2 of my shapes are already completed. I'm going to first make 5 of them, show you the next process, and then I'll come back to them so that you can also keep doing them along with me. I hope everyone is doing it along with me. In case you have some problem or queries, you can ask me right now. You can write it down and I'll take all the queries. So here I am, I'm just rolling all my small paper stripes into little pieces of teardrop shapes so that we can paste them together and we can create a beautiful upper part for my earring. So this is the 4th petal that I am pasting it down here. I'll now be taking up my next stripe. Rolling like this. As you can see, I'm rolling it down, taking it out, losing it a little and pinching it so that our teardrop shape is ready, and we will finally paste it and seal it like this. So as you can see, I have now made 5 stripes here. So now that my 5 stripes are done, what I am going to do is I am going to now paste all of them together. How I am going to do is I am going to just take a petal, put some Fevicol on that like this and paste it with another one. Again put some Fevicol like this, paste it with Fevicol. Again take a petal, put some Fevicol here and paste it, and once again I'll take my Fevicol, put a little amount here and paste it. So this is how you create a beautiful little flower out of the petals that you have created. So you have to create 2 of these flowers because these are going to be the topmost part of the earring. So I am going to now show you how this structure is going to be. First, I hope everyone is clear with the flower that I have made. I hope everybody is clear with it. So this is going to make the top part and this is going to make the bottom part of our earring so that our earring looks very nice and pretty. So this is how the whole structure is going to be. This is how we are going to make the flower as well as the dome shape below it. so that our complete earring is made. Now we have kept this aside and we are going to make the other flower. So I'm going to start making the petals for the other flower. Meanwhile, while this flower and the dome shape is getting dried out, after it is dried out, I'll show you how to do the complete assembling of the product. So as you can see, now I'm making more teardrop shapes so that I can make the top part of my second earring as well. Like I am making it right now. I hope all of you are also doing it along with me, so that our complete earrings are done here in the class itself. So we are doing it now. We are pasting, we are folding, we are holding them very carefully. Also, please be very careful about the amount of Fevicol that you use, because it is going to leave marks if you leave it in excess. If you apply the Fevicol in excess amount, it is going to leave a lot of marks. So it is really important that you just apply very little and very fine amount of Fevicol so that it does not leave marks and your quilling product is made very nicely. So as you can see, I have made 3 of my paper quilling petals of the other flower as well. Now I am left with making only 2. So I am going to start with my 4th one now. In case you have missed it, this is how I am making it. I am first rolling it out. I am rolling the shape. Then I am taking it out, opening it and then pinching it a little so that my teardrop shape is done. And at the end, of course, we paste it so that our work is completed like this. I'm going to now make the last petal for today, because then my flower is going to be very completed like this. And I'm going to just pinch it out and paste it so that it is completed like this. So what I have to do next is I have to now paste all the petals together by applying Fevicol so that our flower shape is ready. So I am just applying Fevicol on all our shapes so that our flower is ready like this. We are just applying Fevicol to all the petals, and I have used 5 petals here to make a flower. In case you want, you can use only 6 petals also, 7 petals also, or any amount of petals you want. Also, by using 4 stripes, 4 petals, this is the semi flower that we have got. So in case you don't want to use full flower, you can use semi flower also, like this. Like these are the 2 patterns that you can do. One is using the complete big flower and other is using the semi flower, that is the half flower. But here I am going to do the complete flower only, so I am adding one more petal and I am completing the flower like this, so that we can start up with our next part. So meanwhile, all these parts of my earring are getting dried out. I'll introduce you to some more of elements of earring making, which are very important, because if you want to add some grace to your earring, it is really important that you make it very nicely. Because if you're not making it nicely, then there's no point of just doing all the things, because then it is not going to look nice. So it's really important that you put some thinking into it and then start making it, so that the idea has to be very clear in your mind. If you're confused about what you have to do, how you have to do, then you will not end up making a nice element or giving it a nice show. So in order to make it very nicely, it is very important that you know what you want to make and you know how you want it to end. Like you have a clear idea about how you want your product to look like. So this is one thing which is very important. So next up we'll start, because decoration and assembling is very important for earrings. If they're not decorated, they're not going to look good enough. So for the decoration part, first of all, what we are going to do is, we are going to use the same dark brown stripe that I've used here to make the flowers in making the border of these domes. So we'll just apply some Fevicol on the border of these domes like this, and we will start applying the dark brown stripe at the very bottom of our dome, so that our dome structure is ready and it is beautifully done. As you can see, I have left a little border of peach color. It is your choice. See, the technique has already been taught to you, or I am going to teach you the remaining ones now. The techniques are always predefined, which we teach you, but the other things which are very subjective to your creativity, I think you should always do them on your own. Like if you want to leave a border like this, you can leave a border, but in case you think that you want to do it without border, that is also going to be very nice. So as you can see that there's a nice finish that the border has added to the complete product. So I'm going to add border to my next dome also, like this. And we are going to now paste the dark brown stripe by leaving a border at the bottom. And I would repeat myself, if you don't want to leave a border, you should not. In case you want to add some other color, the third color in the dome making, you can do that too. These things are subjected to your creativity, how you want your end product to look like. So you have to be very careful about what your design is, and make sure that you're working towards the right decision and the right design. So as you can see, I have now made 2 flowers and 2 domes which have perfectly shaped borders, and the flowers are also ready. So I am now going to show you some things which are subjective to the availability. In case you have them, it's well and good. In case you do not have them, it is going to be fine, because I am going to tell you the alternatives. As you can see, there are little caps that are available with me. We call them the dome caps or the earring caps. So what is the use of these caps? These caps are often placed at the top part of the dome like this, so that your entire piece looks pretty. Now they are available in silver shade also, in golden shade also, and in a lot of shades. So whatever type that you want to use, whatever color you want to use, you can use that. I think with these shades, silver is also like always going to look better. So I have taken a few silver caps, only 2 of them here, and I'm going to use them. Now this is where we are going to start with the assembling part actually. So after these caps, what we have here is, we have the earring hoops. Now these hoops are very easily available at the stationery shops around you. But in case, these are the hoops that I'm talking about. In case you're not able to find these hoops, what you can do is, you can simply take them out from your old earrings. Like we all have some earrings that we are not very like happy with after a point of time, because of course they get torn out, or there's something wrong with them, or they're not trendy enough. So what you can do is, you can take some of them out and you can use their hoops always. Next up is the eye pin. So eye pin is a very nice thing and is a very essential thing for the quilling and jewelry making, because it is something that is going to hold our complete piece together. So this is the eye pin. Why we call it an eye pin is because it has this eye kind of a structure at the bottom. So this is the eye pin. It is again very easily available at all the stationery stores near you. Still, in case you're not able to get it, what you can do is, we all have those wires available nearby. Like these are the wires that is available, and which is very cheap also. So you can use these wires and cut them down in small pieces to create the eye pins. After all these things, after all the technical things that we need for the jewelry making, we also can add a lot of charms and a lot of nice things to add beauty to our product. For example, these are little elephants that I have in silver shade. These are the things that we call charms. So what you can do is you can use them, or you can use any charm that is available with you. You can use some charm by buying them from the market, or you can just simply take them out from your some jewelry. All this is going to be very subjective of your choice and how you want to do your things. As you can see, I have these little butterflies available with me. So we can use butterflies as well. So when you go out there in the market and start finding out things, there are a lot of things available in the market. Like there are plenty stuff available which is also very beautiful, but it gives us a kind of a dilemma, like what to use and what not to use. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to start with the assembling here. So first of all, what we have to do is, okay, one thing is left which are called the jump rings. Jump rings are basically small and round rings like this. I'm going to show them to you, which hold our complete piece together and which are again an assembling product like this. So these are the various jump rings that are used. In case you do not have them available in the nearby stores, what you can do is, again, you can just use the wire to create them. Alright, so these are the jump rings available. So next up, what we are going to do is we are going to start up with the assembling. So first of all, we will place this top, the jhumka top, over the dome like this. And next we are going to take one eye pin and pass it through the dome. Like we will just pass it through the circle of our dome. I think I'll have to make a circle from the top first because there's still some Fevicol inside. So you have to do it when it is completely dried out. But still we have limited time here in the class. I'm doing it right now. Then we'll pass it from the jhumka top like this. And as you can see, it has already started to come out as an assembled product. Next up, what we are going to do is we are going to have it pasted here so that our flower is going to sit on this like this. You can see the flower is going to have to, I'll clean the background for you so that you can have a clearer view. As you can see, the flower is going to sit here on it like this, and this is how the complete product is going to look like. So this is going to be our dome, this is going to be the top part, and from the bottom part here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the liberty of using these little butterflies that I have. I will just use a jump ring here. I will open the jump ring and insert my butterfly inside the jump ring, and now I'm going to use it in the eye pin attached to my jhumka, and using my fingers I am going to close the jump ring. In case you can do it with your hand well enough, otherwise you might have to use a plucker material like this, that I have a tool. This is a very famous jewelry making tool, so you can use that also. Otherwise whatever way it is like feasible for you, you can use it. Like you just hold the complete material like this, you just insert it and hold it in your hand like this, and you just insert it inside, and using your fingers and the tool, you very carefully close it. If you're using the tool like me, please be very careful because sometimes your fingers get stuck inside the jump rings, and which is very painful because I have been at that place obviously. So I am now going to close it down like this. So as you can see, I have now closed the jump ring completely, and our butterfly is ready. I just have to take it out, it's stuck inside like this. So as you can see, our cute little butterfly is popping out from the bottom of the jhumka. I'll give you a clearer view like this, and this is how we attach the bottom part. So the bottom part is now ready. For the top part, as I was saying, what we have to do is we have to paste the flower here so that our top part is also made and the bottom part is also ready. But before that, we'll do a little bit of decoration here. And even before that, what we will do is we are going to add this lock at the top here. For that, what you can do is, again, I'm going to use the tool that I have. In case you don't have the pilot tool, what you can do is you can simply use your fingers to hold and mold the wire. Otherwise, you can simply use this piler and make another circle like I have made like this, and then insert your lock. I'll show you how, like this, and simply close down using the same plier like this, so that your jhumka piece, the basic item, is ready, where you have a little bit of space in the middle and a butterfly is hanging there nicely at the bottom. So this is the basic element. Now we just have to add the flower to it. For that, what you have to do is you have to simply put down some fevicol on your flower, like you can see I am also doing. You can use any fevicol of your choice, that is not going to be any issue at all. You can simply just put down some fevicol here at your flower, and then you have to paste it on the wire and leave it to dry. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to paste it on the wire after applying the fevicol. Like you can see I have applied the fevicol. What you will do is you will hold your earring like this and you will paste your flower like this, so that your complete earring is ready. But you will have to leave it to get pasted very nicely and properly. Meanwhile, we'll do the decoration part of our earring. For the decoration part, you can use a number of things, like you can use the pearls available, stones, motis, whatever decorative item is available with you, you can use that. Like you can see I have these ball chains available with me. So what I can do is I can simply put this one here, and you can see how beautiful this is going to look, right? In case you do not want to use the ball chain, you can use pearls also. Pearls are also a very nice and a trendy thing nowadays. So as you can see, I have these pearls with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply use some pearls and paste them out here at the bottom of my earring. Please do it after your earring is pasted properly, because if you do it before that, then your things are going to come off and you're going to ruin your entire part. So it is very important that you start making things and start adding elements only after your complete piece has dried out. So as you can see, this is the final earring. How should we get the butterfly? One second. How should we get the butterfly thing? You can get the butterfly thing from the local stationery stores. There are a lot of stationery stores that keep them. In case you do not have the butterfly thing available, there are a lot of online stores also. And I'll tell you, these things are very cheap. You just have to Google them, like butterfly charms you can call them, or simply Google charms. And these things are very cheaply available on all the shopping platforms in large numbers, and they are very beautiful also. So you can try that out, because they are very inexpensive and they give a very nice element to your complete part. So now moving on, I am going to add one more pearl in the middle of my flower here. Charms, yes, this is what you call them. CHARMS. Charms, like as we call it a charming person, right? Charming person, or what we call a happy person. So charms, CHARMS, charms. So I'm going to apply a little fevicol here in the middle of my flower, and then we can simply paste one more pearl here in the middle so that our complete pretty earring is done. As you can see, I am struggling a little to paste this because I have a Fevicol on my hands, and you can see these pretty little earrings are properly done and all the decorations are almost also completed, and this is how our earring is looking. See, this is how the earring is looking. In case any one of you have any doubt, the video is going to be posted on the Facebook and the YouTube groups as well. So you can watch them again at any part if you have a doubt. And you can see this is the complete earring. Also, one more thing, if you're thinking that this is not going to be a waterproof thing or how we are going to wear it, this is going to come out, let me just solve all your queries. What you have to do is you have to take some clear glue. By clear glue, I mean this kind of a glue which is very much easily available in the market. And you when your complete piece has dried out, like there's nothing which is wet out there, you just have to open it and you have to use a paintbrush and coat your complete earring with this glue. Okay, so what is going to happen is this glue is going to make your complete piece waterproof. So before wearing any of the paper jewelry, what you have to do is you have to take some clear glue and you have to simply apply the clear glue all over your quilling material, all over your quilling jewelry, so that it becomes waterproof and very, very strong also, because it is going to give a lot of strength to your complete item. Alright, so this is one earring design that we have done. Next up, ma'am, which glue are you using? I am using this normal Fevicol glue. This is available in a cone shape. So I am using this Fevicol Fevicry glue. Other than that, I also use this normal Fevicol that is very, very easily available. In case you do not have this, you can use any other also. And for making it waterproof, you have to use this clear glue which is called Fevigum clear glue. This is also very easily available. So you just have to take a old paintbrush and use this clear glue to coat your entire element. After you have done that, then your piece will become waterproof. So this is one trick that you have to do before wearing any of the quilling jewelry. Alright. So this was one way of making the earring. I'll put it aside and I'll move on to the next thing to show you. What else you can do is, see, I have not assembled the other product because I want to show you some other things also. So what happens is, sometimes we have some earrings that we are bored of, or which are not good enough now, or they have some problems with them. Like you can see, this is the old earring that I have. I used to have some beads here hanging through this, but I don't like it anymore, so I took it out. So this is the old earring that my mother used to have. Now what I have done is, ma'am, but with which one are you pasting? I am using this glue to paste everything. This is the glue, Fevicry fabric glue. This is also very easily available, very cheap also. I use both the glues, this glue also and this normal Fevicol also. So this is the best glue that you can use. So you can use any of this glue to paste everything and everything will be done. Alright. So as I was saying that I have this old earring. This is the old earring of my mom. So what happens is, in this earring we had some elements hanging down from here. So what I done was, I have taken out those elements. So what you can do is, you can simply attach your quilling items to your old earrings as well, like this. So for doing this, what you have to do is, you don't have to do anything special. You just have to take this eye pin that I was telling you, pass it through the dome as we did in the first one as well, like this. One second, yes. And simply just pass it from the earring as well. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add some elements to it. So I'm going, because this upper part is golden, so I'm going to use a golden pin here. You can use silver also, that is not going to be a problem, but since I have the availability of golden, I am going to use golden also. So again, if you have ordered charms or if you have anything available with you, you can again put it down. Like you see, I have this one more charm with me, as I was saying, like this is the butterfly design. This is another money design as we call it. So what I can do is I can put the charm here at the bottom. Again, I will use the same method to attach my charm. I will simply take this rings, again easily available. I will open it. I will put the charm. I will put it inside my eye pin like this, and I will close it using my tool. If you do not have the tool, you can use your hands, your teeth, or whatever you want to use to close it down like this. Next up, what we will do is we will pass it through our dome like this. 1 second, like this, and you see that. Now what we have to do is we have to pass it through our already available old earring, and before doing that, what you can do extra, you can add some other things as well. If you want, you can add, again you can add some pearls, you can add some other things. Okay, so there's very interesting thing that I found online and I would really like to show you. I have some wooden material available with me. Like you see, these are the wooden charms, and mind you, I'm telling you, all these items are very cheap. Thank you, Tanuja. If you're surely making this earring, please do send us a picture. Please do send the team a picture so that we can see it. Okay. And so as I was saying, what you can do is you can add some charm to it. As you can see, this charm, which is very easily available online, again we have a hole here, so I can pass it from the hole like this, and then we can add the top part so that our earring is ready. I'm not adding the top part for you right now because I have to show you other things also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one more thing that you can do. In addition, you can always use more pearls, more motis and everything. See, the basic rule of art is that nothing is waste. You can use anything and everything to create stuff, okay? Like there is this old jewelry of my mom that I had. So what you can do is you can take out some pearls out of that. I am just cutting it out and taking out some pearls so that I can use it right now here. This is the old mala that my mom had, and I know a lot of us have, like our mothers use it, even we tend to use it a lot of times. So what I've done is I've simply cut it out right in front of you here, and I have taken out the beads or the motis as we call them in simple language. If you have old motis, then you can use them also. And I'm simply just entering and inserting some beads or the motis inside my earrings like this. I think 2 will be enough, or we'll try it. If you add more, then you will not be able to close this thing. So after I have added the motis or the beads here, I think I'll be adding one more bead here like this. So after I have added the bead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just simply add that lock. So for that, again you have to create a round here, which you can create using the tool if you have, or you can use your fingers also, or even your teeth also. And now I will simply just insert it like this and close it. You can always close it using your fingers, using your teeth, or using the material if you have. Tanuja, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I also like it even. That is why I tried to do it. And if you really like it, you should start doing it. You should start practicing it. And we have these class every Saturday. So you should try and come to all the classes so that we can do it. We have all the classes of quilling all Saturdays, same time at 6 p.m. So you can just come down to the class and you can learn a lot of things here. So as you can see, my second earring is also done. This is a golden based earring where I have used some pearls, some old earring and some charms as I call them. This first earring, the top part was also handmade. If you want, you can always add more and more decorative elements. Again, I would repeat myself, the earrings are a lot about decoration. There are a lot of things that you have to do to make them look very pretty. You can add a lot of material. Like I have this ball chain, I can paste it here or I can paste it here. So these are the things that we need to take care of while making things. We have to ensure that all of our elements are looking very pretty. Lastly, I would show you one more element that I have already made, so that you can also try to make it. See, this is one more earring that I have already made, but this is an advanced version. So as you can see, this top part is all handmade. Alright, this is all handmade using paper, and this bottom dome is also handmade where I have attached again a charm. As you can see, I have attached it here and all the elements have been attached in the same way as I have told you. So this is a very advanced version which we will be doing in the coming classes. So I am putting it down all on the screen so that you might want to take a screenshot for the reference of the designs. So these are the 3 designs that we have done today in the class. I hope all of you had a good time. I had a really nice time here teaching you all, and I would say it was a really interactive session, which is very rare because sometimes the kids are not like the students are not interactive enough, so it becomes monotonous. But all of you was a very nice audience. You guys were very interactive. Thank you so much. I hope you had a lot of fun in these quilling classes. In case you make anything like whatever you have made right now with me or whatever you are going to try out later, please try to send us the picture. Please try to send the picture to my kids drawing team so that they will obviously send it to me. They will post it on their social media, and of course it makes us really happy to see that you guys are learning. So please do send us pictures, and I hope you had a good time. In the next class, we are going to do something really amazing. So I hope you will stay tuned for that. I will try to do something really nice for you all in the next class, and I'll come up with something really exciting. Yes, please send me the pictures, and we will have the next class next Saturday at the same time, which is 6 p.m. So I hope to see you all there, and we will be creating some more exciting stuff and have a lot of fun together. So I'll now close this session for today. Thank you all. I have a really great time with you all. I hope you liked today's class. Thank you so much. Please send us your reviews and your pictures. We'll be waiting for them. Thank you, and I'll now close this down. Bye-bye. Thank you all.